So, hi, hello, and welcome to another video. So, for today, we are trying out for the first time my TBR prompt deck. So, let's just quickly talk about everything. So, we have prompts on each and every single one, so I'm just going to show you. They look like this. At least if it wants to focus. There we go. So, we have a prompt. And then we have a point. So there are 4 different points that I can get. It's 25, 50, 75, and 100. So the game ends when I have 1,000 points. So basically I can get from 40 books and down to 10 books. So from a range of 10 to 40 books. Now I think that 40 will be a long way. Let's just say that I don't think I will ever get 40 books, but you know, you never know. So I'm just going to these are not normal cards, so I cannot shuffle them the normal way. So while I talk, I will just shuffle them. So how this game will be, yeah, so I will pick one out, and then we will basically get a prompt and a point. So yeah, the game ends once I have 1,000 points, and I will choose a book from every single prompt, and that's how it's going to be. So I think I have 100 here, so I will possibly, you know, do more eventually, but I think 100 will be, I mean, it's not going to be too many rounds until I need to shuffle them again, but there will be maybe like a few rounds. So the points, I've tried to, you know, figure out like, is this, if the prompt is important, it might be 100 points. So but if it's a difficult prompt, it's also 100 points. And basically there are not too many 100 points in here, just because I feel like finding difficult prompts, it's difficult. Let's just put it that way, just because I just find that it's not that difficult. So I'm just keeping on shuffling them. So that is kind of the whole thing. It's nothing complicated, but yeah, it's just, I just wanted to try something different. And you know, I have had prompts. I love prompts. That's why I have prompts. I just feel like they are more specific. Once I get like, a lot have like genres. I have a few genre prompts in here, but I find genres to be really difficult, because once you have like a really like simple, like pick a fantasy, I am like, I have no idea what I even want to read. And then it becomes really difficult for me to even pick one. So yeah, but that's kind of the whole clue. Pick one, see what point it has, pick a book, and then we are going to move on to the next one, and until we have 1,000 points. So I'm actually really curious to see how this one will go. So yeah, I will mostly try and pick books from my physical TBR, but I buy a few books every month, not too many, and kind of the books that I want to read that I don't own kind of becomes like something that I usually pick for my books that I buy. So now I feel like I have kind of shuffled enough. I don't really know where anything is anymore, so I think I'm gonna just pick from the top, just because, you know, you have no idea what is here. So let's just pick from the top. The first prompt, sports wrap, 25 points. Okay, so something with some sort of sports. I think I have read everything that has to do with sports on this. I definitely don't have a lot. So okay, so that took longer than expected. Let's just say that. So I've decided to go with Binding 13. Now this is such a hyped series. A lot of people love it and I know a lot of people hate it. So, but it's really highly rated and I don't really know what this book... So, I don't know 100% what this book is about. I know that it's sad for some people and yeah. So that's what I'm going to go with. And trying to see if this is a book that I will like or not. So let's do number 2. Random Series Generator 75. So I have written down all my book series. So I have 164. Let's just say from 1 to 164. Okay, so we are going to generate now. If there is a series that I have like almost finished or finished, I will not pick that one. I'll just pick another number, but let's see. 4. Okay, let's see what 4 is. Okay, so the Simon verse. So I have 2 books left in the Simon verse, and that is The Upside of Unrequited and Love Creekwood. So most likely I will do The Upside of Unrequited. Looks like we will almost finish the Simon verse, which is really great. I have been working on finishing series, so that's what I will do. So we are up to 100 points. This is gonna take forever. So next one. Okay, so GoodReads catch up for Choice Awards. So basically what this means is there are a lot of GoodReads series that are basically 3rd, 10th, 13th in a series. So I have basically written up all the books that I need to read to basically catch up. I have some that I really have started with. I can catch up to this one fully and then I only have the book left. And I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. That book is this one, An Echo in the Bone, which is the seventh book in the Outlander series. So the one that comes after this is basically on that is a GoodReads Choice Award. So this one will be on my TBR. And I am really curious to see where we are going with this. Okay, so next one. New release, 25 points. So, I can see that Tara DeWitt comes out with one. Christina Lauren comes out with a new one. I mean, there are so many that I feel like, I don't know, just because I want to be sort of free. I mean, my TBRs are never set in stone. I kind of feel like the new Tara DeWitt book, which is called Savor It, which is basically a small town book, rom-com, that if I can get my hands on it, I will read that. We have gotten a lot of 25 ones. So let's just pick the next one. Another one. A standalone, Into the Drowning Deep. So I think this is the possibility that we will go with, which is this horror about like murderous mermaids or something. So let's go with that. I hope it's a standalone. If not, too bad. Why can't I get something like 100 that is worth like 100 points or something? Illustrated cover. That we do have a lot of. Okay, so one book that I really want to get to is Divine Rivals. I really want to get to that, so I think putting that on will help me get to it. Okay, so we are now up to 250 points. This is gonna take a long time. Okay, over 400 pages. So the one that I can think of will probably be over 400 pages is Serpent and the Wings of Night, because that is also one that I have been really wanting to get to. So let's write that one down as well. Okay, so the next one, 50. Okay, GoodReads Choice Award winner or nominee. So let's just open what, let's pick a winner. Okay, so it's not cheating because it was a winner, but I have read it, but I am going to reread it this month, and that is House of Earth and Blood. So I have been finishing Throne of Glass, and then this month I'm going to finish A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So this one will be the next one in the series that I'm going to catch up on. So this one will be a catch up. So we're now at 375. This is gonna take forever, you know. Next one. Random shelf. Okay, so basically what that means is that I have, let's say, 5 shelves. The 5th one is my... So basically I will pick A and basically C. So let's 5 shelves, and then we will pick, yeah, something from there. Okay, shelf number 2. That is some... That is mostly... yeah, like... What's it called? Sci-fi and some... Yeah. So let's pick 4. That is 4. So it's this shelf with a dog. Let's call it that. So let's see, between 1 and 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's this one right here. So what I think I'm going to do is basically see, are there any series that I need to continue on that is on this shelf. So these are all red shelves, but I have a lot of series that are not red. So on this shelf I have 3 series that are currently ongoing, but the one that I am going to pick is the one in the collector series. That is basically, is it The Vanishing Season? Yeah, The Vanishing Season is the last in that series. So I am going to do that, finish off that series. Okay, the next one, an ebook. I have a lot of ebooks, but one that I know I can get on an ebook, that is also a series. That is kind of my goal. I know that Lola and the Boy Next Door, I have like a ebook. So let's pick that one so we can get to another series. Okay, so the next one, ooh, is 100 points. Over 500 pages. So this one fits really extremely well. House of Earth and Blood, not that one. House of Sky and Breath is the next one. This is 800 pages or so. Yeah, 800 pages, that fits really well. It's definitely well over 500 pages. Let's pick the next one. So let's see. MC is not a human. So like reptile, dinosaur, alien, vampire, just because I don't feel like vampires can be called human. Because they are technically human, but they're not flesh, you know, like the bloodish human. That was... So I mean, I could pick this one. But I can also pick another series that I am in the middle of. And that is The Queen of the Damned, which is the third book in the Vampire Chronicles. I feel like that is something that I really kind of should pick. So let's do that. So, next. Historical fiction. Yes, you can choose a romance. So, that is definitely what we will do. Oh, we can do with Say Yes to the Marquess, which is the second, like the next book in the Castles Ever After series. Okay, so the next one. Okay, a dystopian. I don't know how many, if you have any dystopian like series left. Okay, let's do it. Even though I didn't like the second book. It's in the Afterlight. It's the third book in the Darkest Minds. So that's gonna be interesting to see if I like that. Okay, we're back. I needed to charge the battery. So we are back and we are at 750 points. So we still have a lot to go. So let's pick the next prompt. Oh, this fits perfectly. Intimidating book. We can put House of Flame and Shadows on. This is the last book that is out in the Crescent City world. So this one is intimidating because it's over 800 pages. So, let's just say my TBR is looking really scary. So, now we are at 850 points. So, let's pick the next one. We are soon done. That's great. So, hyped, right? A hyped book. Okay, what book have I heard people talk about a lot? I feel like that is always so difficult because there are so many. There are a lot of books, but there kind of aren't too. So, okay, so why don't we go with Daisy Hates, which is the second Magnolia Parks book. I feel like Magnolia Parks have been a book that has been talked about a lot. So let's go for that one. Magnolia Parks, number 2. So yeah, I'm just continuing on with series. That is also, I feel like Crescent City is also one that is really hyped, but I have put that on my TBR, so why don't we go with Magnolia Parks book 2. So we have at least 1 plus more to go. Let's see what we get next. Okay, so we have more than 1. Continuous series. Ooh, okay. So I think my plan is to continue on Girls of Paper and Fire. So I will reread Girls of Paper and Fire, but we can put Girls of Storm and Shadows on my TBR as for continuous series. So, because I have 12 series that I want to continue on and finish most of them this year. And one of them are Girls of Paper and Fire. It's a trilogy. So I think that will be the one that I will pick up. So let's go for that one. Okay, so we have at least 1 more. So let's see what we get. Okay, favorite genre. That's definitely romance. Oh, I feel like romance is such a wide genre. And I just don't know what I want to read. One that I can pick is A Dance with a Fey Prince. Because I also love fantasy romance. So, and A Dance with the Fey Prince is a book that I am going to read. So, this one will be the last one, so let's see what this is. Under 300 pages. So since I have a lot of physical books, why don't we pick the next book in the Murderbot series. So the next one that I am going to read is Exit Strategy. This is the 4th book in this series, so let's go with that. I am really enjoying Murderbot so far, so I am really happy whenever I can pick something in that and basically work on finishing series. And it's 170 something pages, so it's short, it's good, so let's go for that. We have 19 books to read, and I don't feel like that is too bad. To be completely honest, it's not that bad. It could have been worse. And I definitely have a few different ones. I have some ebooks, physical books, and books that I'm going to buy, and then overall it's, and then some ebooks and everything. So I feel like we have a good amount here. So yeah, these 19 prompts I will put to the side until we have finished off the deck, and then we'll start over again. So, and yeah, if you have any like prompts that you feel like I should have in this deck, definitely let me know, just because I want more prompts, and I am planning on, you know, buying a few more of these, and yeah, just get going with a few different ones. So yeah, so editing Hannah here, we did not choose the romance prompt, like the weekly romance prompt that we are going to use. So let's just choose that, and that's what we will be doing in May. So, and yes, I got my bigger jar. So the one that we will be doing is this one right here, and it says with a dark person. So what I mean with a dark person is that the person should not be on the, let's call it the right side of the law. So it can be like a mafia boss or something in those lines that are not like a good person. So yeah, someone who kidnaps people, or a mafia, or yeah, someone that is a dark person overall. So that's going to be interesting. I have yet to pick any books for that, but yeah, I can't wait to actually see what I can find. I hope I will find 5 good books for this. I hope you liked this new TBR video, and I hope I will see you next time for another one. Bye!